Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the February romance releases that are coming out that I am super excited for. This list is already so long, so if I forgot any, I am so sorry. I just couldn't include it, or I completely forgot about it. Like, I sat down and I was like, wait, doesn't the new Jessa Hastings come out? Didn't even include it on my list. I am missing some, but I will try to remember that when I come around to the date. I have some that I'm very excited for, and they are all romance releases. I'm not going to read all of them, but I want to try to get to a few of them, and I'm not going to tell you like everything specifically what they're about because I sometimes just like to know like the tropes they're about or something like that, but we will go ahead and get to them. So the very first one that comes out on February 1st, I actually have an arc of, and that is Through the Glen by Samantha Young. So excited for this one. I actually remember looking it up for a What's on My Kindle video, I think, which I can link down below. This one is the third book in her Small Town series. So many people have said it's their favorite in the series already, so I'm so excited. It takes place in Scotland, and it takes place at this estate for really wealthy people and like actors, and so the heroine has been a maid there, but she's really a very successful author, and so the hero is a director, and she is very skittish around people. We've seen her in the other books. She quits, and they end up having to like live together and make her book into a movie. So that's all I know of the premise of that one, but it sounds so good. It takes place in Scotland, and I am very excited. Then we have Seeds of Malice by Maggie Cole, which I had no idea was even coming out. I feel like I haven't seen anybody talk about this, and I saw it on a list, and I was like, oh, she's got a new book coming out. So this says that it has like Meet Dax on the Instagram page. He says he's rich, morally gray, a dirty talker, will stop at nothing to have her, master manipulator, and an alpha hole. So comes out February 1st. Did I not put that date? Oh, I did. Okay. There's a bunch that come out on February 1st. And that's all I know. So it's a revenge romance, a bully romance, a dark romance. Well, now I'm confused. Oh, so then the second one's coming out on the 14th. It's a duet, and they're coming out within 2 weeks of each other. I didn't even put this second book on my list. Okay, interesting. So it's a duet. Both of them are coming out in February. I feel like though a lot of authors plan that and they never end up doing it. So we'll see if she does. Hopefully she does. We have Possessive Heart by Brighton Walsh, also coming out on the 1st. Is a snowed in romance in February. Snowed in Zamboni. So that's a pro hockey hero. Reverse Grumpy Sunshine. Brother's best friend. It's always been you. Second chance. Okay, this has like 1,000,001 secret tattoos. She falls first. He falls harder. Only one bed. Forced proximity. Secret relationship. I don't even need to know the synopsis of this. I want this immediately, please. Then we have Against All Odds by CW Farnsworth. I still have not read a book by this author, but I know so many people like her. I think she had a Millionaire series out, and I am intrigued by this author. So apparently this is book 2 in a series, which I had no idea, and it is a college hockey romance. So she chose a university completely on the opposite side of the country, and it's a school where her dad is the head coach of the men's hockey team, and she agrees to tutor a player. I feel like that's like such a been there done that trope, but we'll see how it is. The Reason I Married Him by Megan Quinn. I'm shocked it doesn't have a cover. I feel like it's gonna have a cover right before I post this because this comes out in 2 weeks. And it doesn't have a cover. But this is a new Megan Quinn. I believe it is a small town. And this one, oh, she is focusing on her family farm after her sister takes over the family store. And she's always dreamed of running the family farm. So Wyatt rolls in, and he is the lost owner of the other half of the land. And he wants nothing from her. And, oh, he wants one thing and only one thing, her hand in marriage, because she's the key to what he needs. And he's going to leverage the farm to marry her. Okay, but that sounds really good. I'm intrigued. Then we have A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. I think everybody loved the 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, and that came out so long ago. So it's exciting that Tia Williams has a new book coming out. She is an impulsive artistic daughter of a powerful Atlanta dynasty, and she's the opposite of her famous socialite sisters, and she wants a more exciting life. So then she decides to leave her family and go open up a flower shop, which has been her dream, and she's living in this new neighborhood, and she meets a handsome, mysterious stranger. So I'm excited. Like I said, I really do like Tia Williams, so we'll see how that is. Then we have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This one is a vampire romance, and that's all I know. I think it's a werewolf too. I have no idea, but it is paranormal, and I think Lacey already read it and she liked it. So I've heard mixed things though, like some people are saying it's Omegaverse, but some people aren't. So I don't know, but we're gonna wait and see. Then we have Daughter of Sherwood by Casey Kingmaker. This is a dark Robin Hood gender bent why choose romance. So the heroine is Robin Hood, but then her family gets like attacked by these vigilantes and they want her. So I have an arc of this and we're gonna see how it goes, so I'm excited. Then we have Stay With Me by Brooke Montgomery, which I'm very, very excited for. I really loved Here With Me. So I don't even know who this one's about. So Stay With Me is a best friend's brother standalone, and it's a girl who falls pregnant by the wrong man and the cowboy who takes her in. Okay, so she gets pregnant, but it's not with the guy that she gets pregnant by. So she's pregnant but not his. Cowboy, coffee truck owner heroine, past trauma, possessive hero, close proximity roommates. He calls her Sunflower. We have Ashes of You by Katherine, which I've already read, and it is amazing. It is single dad nanny, and she has a traumatic past that he is connected to, and she has anxiety, and it's an age gap. He's 13 years older than her, and he has 3 sons, and it is so good. Such good romantic suspense. I am obsessed with this. I cannot rave about this series enough. This is one of my favorites in the series. It is so perfect and so good, and you have to read it. Then we have Serpentine Valentine by Gianna Darling, which I'm also obsessed with. I got to read an arc of this, and it is a Sapphic Medusa Dark Academia retelling, and this one is about our heroine who is assaulted by a professor, and no one believes her, and the people who do believe her basically say like, oh well. So she is like the pariah on campus. Everyone hates her. Everyone thinks she just sleeps around, and she gets the attention of the president's daughter of the university, and she is this good girl. She has a boyfriend who's like the golden boy on campus, and they can't resist each other, and it is so good. So good. Very dark, but very, very, very good. I love this so much. Then we have Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I don't remember what it's called, but this is book 5 of the Magnolia Park series. I am so excited for this book. I just can't. But I still have to finish the series. I haven't read the other 2, and now I'm like, oh my god, I have 2 weeks until this comes out. I have to read books 3 and 4 of Magnolia Parks, and then I can get to this one. So I'm very excited. I love these books. Then we have The Spy and I by Tiana Smith. This one's a spy romance. Literally all I need to know. It's coming out from Berkeley. I saw it somewhere, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That has me written all over it, so very excited. Then we have Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. I honestly have no idea what this is about, but I do own a copy. And let me find it. Okay, so this is coming out February 13th. They must have changed it. My arc says it comes out the 20th, so I'm glad I looked at that. So this is about a 19-year-old who gets to study abroad in London, which I got to study abroad in London when I was in college, so that's really fun. So it says that she's ready to be free, to discover herself, and she discovers that her roommates are all boys. So they are all funny, insufferably attractive boys and off limits. And she's never considered herself a rule breaker, but she's lying to her father and falling for not one but 2 of them. One's a rugby player and one is a broody musician. This is gonna be next up for me to read. I'm so excited for this. So excited. Then we have At First Spite by Olivia Dade, which I'm a little hesitant because I have not loved Olivia Dade's books recently. I read, I think 2 by Olivia Dade, and I really liked one and then did not love the other. But this is the first book in a new series, so this one says that it is a rom-com about a woman who buys the town's famous spite house, only to realize the infuriating man she can't stand lives next door. So it's forced proximity, neighbors, her fiance just ended things with her. I don't know if I'll be checking this out, but it is coming out. Then we have How You Get the Girl by Anita Kelly. So excited. Anita Kelly's 2023 release was one of my favorites of the year last year. This one is a sapphic romance and has to do with basketball. And that's all I know. I think one of them is a basketball coach, but I'm excited. Then we have The Catch by Amy Leah. I actually don't know. I know this is about a fisherman, and that's all I know. And I don't know if this is still in her same series or not. It is, okay. It's still part of the influencer series. I read book 2 and I really liked it. So, a grumpy lobster fisherman and a fashion influencer. So she's trying to save her brand from the brink of irrelevance. So she goes to a rural fishing village in Canada. And there's a burly, bearded bed and breakfast owner and fisherman who she meets. That sounds so good. So excited. Then we have Where's Molly by H.G. Carlton. I don't know what this is about. I feel like it's been a while since H.G. Carlton's written a book. I think the last one was the Does It Hurt? Which, yes, I did read that. Is this one? So it's a spin-off of the Cat and Mouse duet. So as Molly's been missing for more than 2 weeks. And they're like, where's Molly? Okay, I've only read Haunting Adeline. I haven't read Hunting, so I don't know if this has to do with the second one. It does say, though, to read the duet before reading this book. Then we have Fierce Obsession by S. Massery. S. Massery just writes obsessive hockey romances. So I've never read one, but I definitely want to. Love her covers a lot. So this one is book, it doesn't say which book it is in the series, and it doesn't have a synopsis. So this one just says it's Knox's book, and that's all it says. If that means something to you, there you go. But they're like stalker hockey romances. Claim Me Forever by Al Jackson. I'm so excited for. I just got my email from her asking if I want an arc, and I was like, absolutely yes, obviously. This one has every single trope I'm obsessed with. So this one says, single dad with 3 kids, small town, heroine in danger, he falls first. I'm excited. It says it's Ezra's book. He's a cinnamon roll single dad, and once he falls for his girl, he falls hard. So I'm so excited for this. I love the cover, and I cannot wait to read this one. Adriana Locke has a new one coming out called Nothing But It All. I don't really keep up with her releases. I'm never like dying to read them, and I end up not getting to them because I have so much to read. But this one is coming out, and it's a marriage in trouble second chance. I spoke too soon. I might need this one. Small town, lake house, the Parent Trap meets On Golden Pond. I don't know what On Golden Pond is, but if it's a marriage in trouble romance, I might have to read it. We also have Icebound by Meredith Trapp. I am getting an arc of this one. I'm very excited. This one is a hockey romance, obviously, but this one says that it is a he falls first hockey romance, reform player and college student, mental health rep, jealousy and pining, fake dating, age gap. He's 33, she's 22, and there are secret tattoos. So this one says he is Nashville's naughtiest hockey player. He has a thigh tattoo, and everyone flocks to the NHL's bad boy. He's ready to get married, but he says no one under 30. And she has sworn off men. She is an art student, and she's 22 in her last semester, and they have to fake date. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Then we have Pretty Rings and Broken Things by Kat Singleton. I think that this one is a billionaire romance. So she went from her small town back to billionaire. So this one has lots of my wifes in it. It's arranged marriage, age gap, billionaire, forced proximity, obsessed hero, and five spicy things. They told us this marriage would fix things, but they don't always fix broken things. So it's an arranged marriage. I'm very excited. I love arranged marriages. Then we have Tempting Promises by Corinne Michaels. I love Corinne Michaels, and so I feel like I'm going to love this one. Let's see what this one's about. So we have a small town romance. So this one is a forbidden enemies to lovers romance. The worst thing that can do when you're stranded in the woods with your rival, sleep with him. Okay, so I just think that they hate each other and they're stranded in the woods together in a small town. I love Corinne Michaels so much, so I'm very excited for that. Then we have Devious Vow by Jagger Cole, another mafia romance. Jagger Cole just came out with a book in January, and he's coming out with one at the end of February. That is insane. Don't know what this one's about, but it is a mafia romance. So then we have The Pucking Wrong Date by C.R. Jane. This one is a stalker romance as well, I think, like dark hockey. C.R. Jane is definitely a author that, what did I say? The Pucking Wrong Date. I just clicked on the wrong number. They all have the same titles. These are like dark stalker hockey romances. And so this one says Walker's book blurb to come. So no blurb, and it comes out in a month. Okay, sure, okay. Then we have Unlikely by Marley Valentine. So excited for this one. So this one comes out at the end of the month, and it is a sapphic. Oh, I need to look it up. She just announced it today, the day I'm filming this, and I'm just like, yes, please. Or it was yesterday. But it was yesterday. So it's a sapphic romance. It is a bisexual awakening, friend's mom, found family, one night stand, age gap. And that's all it says. So I'm very excited for Molly Valentine to write some sapphic romances. We need more of those. So cannot wait. A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen is also coming out. This one is a Viking, I think, fantasy. And that's all I know. I do not try to look up the synopses of fantasies because I will just be lost. But very excited for this one. Then we have The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. This one is a Married in Vegas romance. And that's all I know. It is the sister of the heroine from the first book, which I loved the first book. So I cannot wait for a new book from Christina Forrest. And this one says they're two former high school sweethearts who get a second chance in a marriage of convenience romance. It's gonna be so good. She is a fashionista, she's a celebrity stylist, and her ex-fiance breaks up with her in a very public breakup. So she marries her high school sweetheart. That sounds so good. And then the last one is Lore of the Wilds, which is YA, but it is a YA fantasy, so I wanted to talk about it. This one comes out at the very end of the month as well, and it is a debut about an enchanted library, two handsome fae, and a human who brings them all together. So the library is enchanted, and the Fae Lord wants it, so she's willing to risk it all for a taste of power. Oh, so she's 21, so it's still YA. I know it's marketed as YA. Her village is threatened, so she makes a desperate deal with the Fae Lord, and she will leave her home to catalog the enchanted library that no one's touched for thousands of years. And no Fae may enter the library, but a human might be able to. So she's forced to rely on two Fae males to survive, two very different males. Oh, it's gonna be a love triangle. I don't know, but I'm excited. So those are all the romances that I'm very excited for that are coming out in February. Let me know what you're excited for, and let me know if I forgot anything like really, really important. I always feel bad if I do, but let me know, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.